Kromatone Cosplay. I'm going to be doing a quick little tutorial to show you guys how I do my fairy makeup, as seen here and here, for a little project I did with some friends at ShumatsuCon, which was a really awesome con in Columbus. May it ever rest in peace. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to take off my existing eyeliner and pop in some color contacts just for a little bit of extra pop. Now that I've completed that step, I've got my circle lenses in, as you can see. Here's a link down below where you can get your very own. And now I'm going to go for my first step. I'm just going to start this like I do any other makeup, where I'm going to start with a moisturizer, just because my skin's really sensitive and makeup can really dry it out, especially if I wear it all day long. So I really like the Yes To in the Cucumber Soothing, because again, I've got sensitive skin and everything else makes it burn. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger like this, get a little more, and then just rub it in. And if you have zones on your face that are a little more problematic, like for me it's right here, or like right in between my eyes, give extra care to those points. And don't forget your neck. Alright, and now while that kind of sits in and dries a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put my primer on. I like this by Argan Oil, where it's argan oil and coconut water. It's really light, it doesn't feel super oily, where I just use one spritz and just kind of warm it up between my hands just to get it even, and then I just pat it on. And this just helps smooth out your pores and lets your makeup go on a little more smoothly and evenly and last all day. Alright, now my next step that I prefer to do is my concealer. Right now I'm using Match Perfection in 125 Fair because I am, as you can see, very pale. So I just use this, so I'm having a good skin day today. I just use this to cover up any dark circles or any redness that I might have. So I just apply this right under my eyes, like that, in a little triangle. And on the other side, like that. And then just use your little blender, just like that. So next I'm going to go into my foundation, and right now I'm really loving the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. And again, I am using shade 1.0 because I'm very fair, and this has a little more pinkish tone in it than a lot of other fairs, and that's what I need since I'm a little more pink, not so much yellow, and it just sits a little more naturally on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up, put a little bit on my hand like that, and then just blend it in. And don't forget to blend it into your neck for a more seamless look. Next, I'm going to go up for eyes. Now for this look, I like to keep it a little more pinky and pretty. So for my eyes, I'm going to start with my shadow primer. Now this is completely optional. I like to use it because it keeps my eyeshadow in place and makes my colors look a little more vibrant. So right now I'm using Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. I have had this tube for probably 6 months, and it's not even close to feeling like I've used any of it. So I'm just going to use about that much. That's all you need. That might even be a little too much. I'm just going to dab it in between my fingers like that, and then just pat it onto your eyelid and blend it up towards your brow line. And this is just to keep my eyeshadow in place and last all day long, which is really good for if you're doing an event like prom or a wedding, or if you're like me and you're a cosplayer and you're on the floor all day and don't want to have to worry about anything moving out of place. This is also really good, guys, if you are doing makeup on yourself and you're not used to it. This will keep it from moving if you rub your eyes a lot because you forget that you're wearing makeup. I would really recommend this. Alright, so moving on to color. I am going in to my Stila palette and starting with this light shade right here, this white. It's kind of a white with a glimmer. Now you can use any white with glimmer. It doesn't have to be Stila. This is just what I like. And I'm going to start in the corner of my eye and blend it out. This is just my base to create a nice light, open, awake look for a kawaii fairy princess. Kawaii, kawaii, desu, desu. I'm gonna ask you to edit that out, but I know you probably won't. And now if you see a hard line right here, that's okay. We'll blend it out in a little bit. All right, next I'm gonna go in to my purple and just put that right in the center, just to add a little dimension and start the color blend. And same on the other eye. All right, now moving on to the corners. Now I have had this color forever and it is Benefit's Show Offs. It was like the granddaddy of holographic before holographic was cool. It is in shade Lola. And now I don't even know if Benefit makes this anymore, but if you can get your hands on it, grab it. It's amazing. The color density is great. The only problem I have with it is that it's a loose powder. So you have to be super, super careful because I've definitely spilled these on myself and that is no fun. So just take a little bit on your brush and just kind of blow off any really loose pieces and then just go into your crease. And blend that out. And now you can always layer these colors if they're not enough for you or you want a little more color pop, or if you want to do blue or green or whatever you like. I'm just doing pink because the costume I usually wear with this has a lot of pinks and purples in it, and I think that it really offsets that well. So put that down. Now I'm going to address that part right here that I was talking about with a nice fluffy brush, a nice fluffy blender brush, and just take that into the corner and kind of smudge that out so that it's nice and even and smooth. All right. Okie dokie. Now for my waterline, I am using NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And now I know a lot of people like to put black on their waterline, especially for like kawaii looks or anime looks. I like to use the white because I feel like it makes my eyes look bigger and it makes me look a little more awake. So just take this and go into your waterline like that. And now I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but every once in a while I'll accidentally touch my contact with it. And then I have to take a couple minutes to get that off of my contact, and that's no fun. All right, see, that just creates a little more of an open eye look, and it makes your eyes look a little bigger. All right. Now on to lashes. Now I am using lashes for this look. You don't have to. If you want to just use your natural lashes, that's fine. But since the lashes I'm using are a colored lash, right here, I'll put a link down below so that you can get your own pair of these. These I think I got at Sally's, and they're nice and purple and fun for this look because they add just a little pop of color. And I have a pop of purple by Great Lash, which usually comes out around Halloween. I got this at Target. If you can get it, grab it. It's really fun for if you're just feeling a little extra color in your look but don't want to go all out with eyeshadow. So just apply this liberally to your top lash. This just helps blend in with a false lash a little bit better. Now while that's setting, I'm going to go ahead and prep my lashes. Now to remove lashes from their case, just take them very gently from the outside corner and pull them off. They usually have a little bit of adhesive on them already. It's not gonna hold on your eye for very long, but it's just to hold them in the packaging. Now, you can apply these however you want. If you wanna do them by hand or with tweezers, whatever works for you. It's all trial and error with lashes. I found this tool and it has been a lifesaver because I'm not super great at applying lashes without it. So I just like to line this guy up like that. And make sure that it goes in with the curve. So it's sitting like this. You can see that. All right. And I'm gonna take my lash glue. Now lash glue comes in a tube, or sometimes it's like, it almost looks like super glue. I found this one with a brush by Duo because I spill glue on myself and everything around me. And this just gives me a little more control. So just put a very thin line of glue on the lash, like so. And then just let it get tacky. Now I'm going to use my little hand mirror for this because it is a little bit tricky. So take this, line it up with your natural lash line. Remember which is the inside and which is the outside. There we go. Now we have one lash in place. Let's do the second one. All right, now that I have both lashes on, I'm going to do my bottom lash and work on my lip. Now you can go ahead and put bottom lashes on this look if you want. I personally don't like them, and my bottom lashes are pretty long anyway, so I usually just go with my natural lash. Now again, I'm just going to apply a thin coat of the purple to both. And I got a little bit on myself. So I'm going to take a little makeup wipe and just dab that out. And if you do that, that's just use a makeup wipe. Lifesaver. Alright, now that I have everything going on, I'm going to take a translucent setting powder. I'm using one by Rimmel right now. Just get a little on your brush, and then just set everything. And this just keeps your foundation from looking oily, and just gives everything a little more of a natural look. I do this before lip because it'll become very obvious why. In a second, because it's sticky, and I don't want to get powder in it. Alright. Now that all that's done, I am going to use this Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. I believe, I don't know what color this is. It's pink. Alright. But it has a little applicator like lip gloss, which is super good. It goes on super, super sticky, but then it dries out matte and is gorgeous and lasts forever, which is great because I am awful at keeping lipstick on my face. And it smells like vanilla, which is extra good. Now, this is a trick that my mom taught me to make your mouth look a little more rosebuddy. Just to open your mouth like this and just clean off your corners. Makes everything look a little more forward and a little more rosebuddy. Now I'm gonna let that dry because, like I said, it's sticky until it gets matte. Now I'm gonna sit like this until it's dry. No, I'm not. But you know. Alright. And now what fairy is complete without glitter? None. That's right. So again, I'm going to go back to my Stila products. This is a palette that I've had for a really long time. This is the All Over Crystal palette. And I believe they still sell this palette. And it comes in a lot of different little colors. They're like little gels. And they're super fun for any time, but this look in particular. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the blue and just tap this onto my cheekbone like a highlighter. I'm gonna do both sides. My brow bone as well. And there you go. Super, super kawaii desu. Very. Now for the next part, I usually put a wig on this look, but I will save that for another video. If you like what you saw, subscribe down below, give us a like, and check out the other videos that are put up here on Belfion and Friends.